Okay, so I apologize for this being so late. Um, but you know what? It's better now than ever. So, um, we are in final 11 right now, which hopefully is merge. We will find out after this next round, after Timmy Tribe. So fucking dumb. Um, after the Timmy Tribe goes to tribal. Um, So I'm just gonna kind of go round by round, um, and explain what's happened, at least from my point of view. I'll probably get distracted because that's always what happens. So just bear with me. But so round one, um, I made a pretty early connection with Ace and Gamer. Um, Kenny and Kay were both kind of inactive. I mean, everyone on the tribe was inactive. This org has been very low maintenance, which I love. Um, like, I'm a very social player, and having to not socialize and not put a ton of effort into it has been amazing. um, so thank you for that. But yeah, the tribe in itself was extremely inactive. I do have a feeling that'll pick up and merge. Um, But yeah, Ace was pretty active, Gamer was pretty active, Faz was active, but I don't love Faz. Like, I don't know. The only person I really like loved was Ace and Kay. Um, because I just felt like I connected with them a lot. Ace has hosted me before. They've been on production on an org that I've played in. Actually, in an org that I was playing in while this season was happening. So that was kind of funny. Um, so yeah, that's been happening. Um, we won immunity round one, so I didn't really have to worry about it. And then round two, I believe it was. It was either round two or three. We lost the challenge. We go to tribal. Um, I create an alliance with Kay and Faz. Um, because I don't really trust them the most. I really like Hey, Faz is kind of meh. They trust me, so I'm not gonna like not work with them. Um, so I create a trio with them, and then I also create a core trio with Ace and Gamer. I believe we had a four-person alliance of me, Ace, Faz, and Kay that was made because we went to tribal. And almost immediately it was between Kay and Kenny because they were both pretty inactive. Um, so that was pretty easy. It turned out Gamer really wanted to keep Kenny. Um, I really wanted to keep Kay. I got my way. I'm not shocked about that. um, but yeah, I got my way. Because everyone else kind of agreed that like Kenny didn't give them anything and Kay gave us more than Kenny did. So I think like um Kenny was probably only gave anything to Gamer and that's why Gamer tried like was pushing so hard. Um but it's whatever. So yeah. Um that happened and then it was pretty easy. The conversation that I had with um Kenny before he went home. It was one of the best conversations I've had all game, which really fucking sucks because I would have kept him. Like absolutely would have kept him. Um Sorry, there's stuff happening. Um like I would have kept Kenny had he shown any of that personality 2 days ago. Um, and I probably would have booted Gamer because which everything it worked out the way it did. Gamer is extremely loyal to me, which is amazing. Um, so yeah, it worked out probably the best way it could have. Where the fuck are my glasses? Sorry, I just realized I don't have my glasses on. I don't know where they are. You get the non-glasses version today. Um, but yeah, Gamer has been, I guess we're a duo. Like, that's two orgs now in a row that I have a duo that I don't like. I don't know what the word is. It's not that I don't love, but it's more like I'm a duo with them out of necessity and not because I like their personality. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love Gamer's personality, but that's not why I'm a duo with them. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've been running the swap tribe completely. Like, people are doing my dirty work for me. Not sure why, but if they want to do it, feel free. Um, so yeah, it's a pretty easy Kenny boot. We swap. I was hoping to swap onto Timmy because most of my allies are there. But I get swapped onto Tommy, which has kind of been hell, but that's okay. We've lost the past three in a row. Very happy to say not four. Um, but yeah, the first round, Jolly went home. And I've actually played with Jolly and Guido, I don't know how you say their name. Played with both of them in the same org before. Um, so I wasn't sure if they were gonna try to do something with that. They didn't. Jolly's time zone, like I couldn't talk to the dude. Which sucks. But we all kind of agreed pretty easily that the time zone was just not working out. So he went, it was really easy. We lose again, and um, then it's between, well, then we get Gray. We get Gray because Gray joined our team from exile. Um, so that's kind of decent. Gray absolutely shits the bed in the immunity challenge, and Sri doesn't do the challenge. Um, so that was fun. So we lose again, and then it's immediately between Metal, Guido, and Gray. Um, and this is where me and Gamer kind of like talk about it a lot because at this point I've got no connection with Metal. Metal hasn't messaged me in 3 days. Um, I've at least sort of kind of I've made a connection with Gray. I have a trio with Gray and Gamer. Um, but I've got no connection with Metal. So I go to Gamer and I tell him I want Metal out. And he kind of pushes back and I explain why. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'll do that. And so Gamer goes and pushes Metal for me. um, sorry, I'm still recovering from bronchitis. Um, so not quite sure why he does that, but I'll take it. Um, so he didn't get any backlash for it, surprisingly, but I'm sure it probably like made his threat level a lot higher. Um, so yeah, he pushes Metal. Metal ends up going home. It's unanimous. Um, and that's the end of that. So right now at this point, I have a core four with Sri, Gabe, Gamer, and me. I've also got a trio with um, me, Gamer, and Gray. Um, so that happens. Um, and then we lose again. Shocker. Um, and it's between Gray and Guido. And my thought process with this round is there's two options, which are the two that I just said. Guido's a really easy merge boot, but I do think that Gray is going to be a big threat and they're going to be a good shield for me. Now, I can't outright say that, um, and I didn't say that. I tried to kind of push what I wanted without um saying it out like that outright that it would be better for me. Um, but I just basically say like I think Gray will have better social connections, which is true because they survived the first tribe who constantly went to tribal. And this tribe, even though they've fucked up almost every single challenge, um, so I feel like Gray is going to be a huge threat, but they're going to be a good shield for me. However, um, they're going to be a huge threat. So I'm hoping that because me and Gamer are close to them, close to Gray, that Gray will have those social connections and kind of give us connections. Um, although I can build those myself. So yeah, we decide Guido doesn't really serve a purpose to us, and we take the gamble of challenge, like competency. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but I don't know if you guys can hear the air fryer in the background, but it's so loud. Anyways, um, so yeah, that happens. Tribal again is unanimous. It's a blind side on him, which really sucks, but it's whatever. Um, and this is the round that I kind of do the first thing against Gamer, that I've done all game because I so Gamer so okay, let's go back. I'm talking with Gabe. Gabe says he wants Gray out. We kind of talk about it. Um, and then I tell Gamer that Gabe wants Gray out, which me and Gamer have kind of talked about, and we decide like that's not good for us. We want Guido out. So then we take it to the Core 4 Alliance, and we're kind of like, hey, we want Guido out, not Gray. We all kind of talk about it. We decide we want Guido out. So Gamer throws Gabe under the bus, to Gray. Gabe comes to me and tells me about it and is like, "Hey, guess what? You're my new number one now." Which I'm kind of like about the fact that like Gamer was his number one, so that's something to keep an eye on. Um, but that's where I basically tell Gabe and just basically say like, "Hey, just so you're aware, there is a trio of me, Gamer, and Gray. There's too many G names. Um, like just so you know, I'm loyal to you and Sri, and so I make a trio with me, Gabe, and Sri. Um, so now I'm in between two trios. So if we go back to tribal, I'm the swing vote either way. Thankfully, we don't go back to tribal. Um, I mean, we could, but 10-person merge seems, unless it's a final two and there's 8 jurors, but then there's a chance of the ties. So, I don't know. Um, yeah. Um, so I kind of am just playing the middle, and it's working really well. Because it's very obviously like a division. If we were going back, it would be Gray and Gamer versus Gabe and Sri. Um, so I'm kind of lined up perfectly in the middle there. Now they could all start comparing notes and turn on me, which fair play if they do. But I don't think they will. I think I've got them under my thumb enough that they won't. So I am honestly I kind of wish we'd gone back to tribal because I mean, it wouldn't have been easy and I would have pissed somebody off, but like Gray would have gone. Um, I think I could have gotten Gamer to vote Gray and it would have been fine. Um, so yeah, that's. But I am worried about Ace, Kay, and Faz. More specifically, Kay, because we're the only two females in this game. Um, so I'd like to stick together for as long as possible, but I know her activity wasn't great on our OG tribe, so I don't want them to vote her out thinking that that she's just not active. I'm hoping Ace and Faz will kind of protect her, but they're only 3 out of 7 on that tribe. So there's only so much they can do. Um, so yeah, to say I'm worried is kind of an understatement because if they do survive, I've got what? There's 5. There's the 3 of them. 8 out of 11 people I'm allied with in merge. So I'm in like the best position ever. Um, and even if Gray does have good social connections, like she can't do any or he can't do anything with them. So, um, I do think I'm in a really good spot somehow. um, but yeah, I this has gone on really long. I apologize. But yeah, I really, really, really hope that Ace, Faz, and Kay are able to survive this one. I'm also worried that Ace is going to get targeted just because he abstained from the challenge. Although I think they would have, no, they wouldn't have lost anyways because of gamers' time. But it's whatever. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I'll make these more often, I promise. But yeah, this was always gonna be long because I had to go through what 7 rounds worth of stuff. So, yeah, hopefully this. Oh wait, fuck, there were confessional questions that I had pulled up. Let me answer this real quick. What would happen if you were to lose? Well, if we were to lose this upcoming challenge and attend tribal a third time in a row, Gaido would have gone, and that's what happened. Um, so on this tribe, I trust Gamer the most. I probably well at the time I trusted Gaido the least. Right now, I probably trust Gray the least. Stock market is going decent. Um, I am kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna hold off for as long as possible, because I fucking hate idle paranoia. It's one of the worst things ever, and I always have it. Um, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need an idol at some point. So, and then lastly, let's be real. Are you winning this game? Yes. Um, I think right now I'm probably in the best position I could be in. I don't think I could have done anything any differently. Um, and I do think like I'm in a really good position to win this game with all the connections that I have. So, yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing right now that could fuck me over is an advantage play, which is always a worry, but I do think that I'm in a good position. So, yeah. Um, our tribe is just relishing in this win. Um, last night was awful. I really like we were going through it last night. Like we were all just kind of wallowing because of Gamer, because he like messaged us when he started, and then he was still going. He took 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Just like if we had lost that and we had 4 musicians on our tribe, I would have like lost my shit. That's whatever. We survived and we're here. Whether or not that was good or not, only time will tell, to be honest. But we'll see. I will try to be as consistent as I can with these. But yeah, hopefully, if you've made it to the end, fair fucking play. I thank you. So yeah.